Hey y'all, so I'm about to have an exciting work day. But before I get to my work, I wanted to share something that I did today that was different from anything I've ever done. And it was challenging, but I wanted to do it because I wanted to see if I can have areas of growth. It's just my own personal goals, and sometimes you need to do it. But I decided to time how long it would take me to do 100 pull-ups. Now, pull-ups is something that I've always enjoyed doing. They're not always easy depending on the day and how much rest I have and all of that. But I've never timed myself doing a significant amount of pull-ups and saw how long it would take me to do it. And so I got my baseline time and now I want to challenge it and keep moving forward. Now, yes, it was hard, it was challenging, but again, I've never done it before. And it's always good to set goals in a direction that maybe you've never done, a direction that's challenging, that's uncomfortable, that takes sacrifice, it's like that takes a little bit of even suffering. I would rather make myself suffer and prepare and be challenged and overcome, whether it's a fear that I won't do it or whatever, because it prepares me for life. And life is full of challenges. Life is full of sufferings. Life is full of all of those crazy things that could come that you don't actually expect. And so I'm always doing things that can just challenge myself to put myself in a position to be prepared. It's like training. It's like boot camp for life. And so you may say it's kind of crazy, but if there are not times that you don't make your own self suffer, you don't make your own self sacrifice, you don't make your own self uncomfortable, then it'll be hard when life throws something your way that make you uncomfortable, whether you're ready or not. And the way you handle it and the way you overcome it and the way you get through it and the way you process it is going to make a difference with whether or not you've done it for yourself. And this is why I like taking a cold shower sometimes. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it. But you got to make yourself do things that you don't like. You may say, well, what if you fail? What if you don't make it? How do you feel? Well, guess what? Even if you do fail, you have probably still done something you've never done. If I decide I want to do 100 pull-ups and I only get to, 50 and I'm timing it, then that's still something I've never done. I've never timed myself doing 50 pull-ups. I've never timed myself doing 10 or 20 pull-ups. I do them, but it was just another level of challenge for me with the timing and with the increase of how many I was doing. And so, again, it's something different. I'm not going to stop there. I might try to figure out how long it takes me to do 1,000 pull-ups one day. I'm not sure, but all I know is it's something I've never done. I got through it. And if you challenge yourself to do something that's like really crazy or hard or, challenging, even if you fail, I'm sure you still accomplished something that you've never accomplished. And that deserves a pat on the back. All right. And so there has to be a drive that we put in ourselves. Motivation can take us so far, but when we are driven and when we have inspiration to do something and when we know we need to break through boundaries and barriers and limitations and all of that, we need to put ourselves in a position. And first, you got to accept it in your mindset first, and then you go ahead. I know my body didn't want to do that, especially being timed. If you told me I had all day to do 100 pull-ups, okay. But when you tell me you're going to be timed and you're going to be measured by how much you can do in what amount of time, then that's a different level of mindset that it'll take, drivenness, inspiration, whatever you want to call it. And I like that. And this is not the only thing that I challenge myself with. I challenge myself with all kind of crazy things sometimes. And so I want you to do the same, because again, it's about you initiating your goals, your vision, your dreams, your capabilities, your potential, whatever that looks like. You are responsible for that, not your external world, not circumstances, none of that. Get within and make sure that you push yourself to the limits that you've never been to before. Push yourself before life has to push you. And you're going to have some great outcomes. All right, so what are you going to do? Give me a challenge that is like, I don't really want to do this. This is uncomfortable, but I'm going to do it. And let me know your results.